Last year, I was hired for a 3-day conference that turned out to be my favorite gig of the year. I was hired by a production company from Orlando called EdgeFactory to shoot with a host and a producer to create some same-day edits and pre-event videos with their on-site editor. It was a massive corporate conference with attendees from around the world. The main keynote speaker was Daymond John from Shark Tank, followed by Oz Pearlman for a nice dinner performance. This was the job that reminded me why I love conference work. Huge shout out to Kia, my producer, and Mike, the host for the whole event, for all the fun recordings we did together. This isn't only a gear breakdown or a technical deep dive video. This is what it actually looked like behind the scenes, just the moments between the moments and some of the work we created along the way. So if you're curious about what really goes into same-day event video production, or you're an event planner wondering what this kind of work looks like from the inside, this one's for you. And for the gearheads, there is a little bit of gear talk at the end. So, this is a 3-day conference for a client in the tech space. They have an HR platform that's like full digital and app-based, and they are hosting their 2024 sales kickoff. I was hired back in December. They reached out to me from Orlando, from a production company who's running this whole show for them, that they need a videographer to do the shooting with the host and stuff. That then gets edited by 2 editors that are on site to do these daily recaps and stuff. And so I brought a fairly minimal kit, which I'm going to show you guys tomorrow, because technically this is pre-day and I'm just here to sleep tonight, and then the whole thing starts tomorrow. So all my cart and all the equipment other than this one FX3 is locked in our common room for storing stuff, and I'm charging batteries and whatnot. But I'm gonna go down to the venue because I want to see the stage and how the LED walls and stuff are built. That's supposed to be really cool. I've seen some concept arts and the artists that are making like the digital signage and the Resolume and stuff, and so nobody's here yet except production. They started on Sunday and today is Monday night, so most of the stuff is ready, but there's still some stuff that needs to be done tomorrow. Tomorrow there's registration, very minimal stuff, and then it starts off with like a VIP thing that's going to be offsite. That's going to be super interesting. This is what I have just for conferences set up. Basically, I run the Peak Design bag, and I always have one camera with me so I can shoot these vlogs like right now. That's the FX3 with just this small Sennheiser MK200. As a last minute, I grabbed the F6 from Zoom because I have an idea on how to pull off tomorrow's edit, and then it's just clothes and toiletries and stuff. And then I have this Moment garment rack that has 2 pairs of shoes and 2 full sets of outfits. So, you know, underwear, socks, 2 pants, 2 shirts, 2 t-shirts, depending on what I need. That's kind of like a business casual kind of look, and then just regular t-shirts in here. And I got my laptop for dumping stuff and the chargers for it and all that stuff. I'm not sure how much I can use this because of the music, but this is basically the foyer level. So this is the lobby. That's where valet parking was, and I came in that way. Okay, so this 16mm is kind of okay, but it's not that crazy. So people can come up right there and then go that way, and they'll end up coming this way. So this foyer area is already crazy because, as you guys can see, there's like frickin' like a game room up here, there's sim racing, and they're setting up all kinds of other stuff. This is lounge area and breakfast and cocktail hour. So all this is going to be filled up with stuff, with games, and I'm keep looking at myself, so that's totally on me. I'm actually going to fold this screen back so I don't do that, but I'm going to check out the venue because there is a door open. And so they have these sponsors. There's like a photo station over there. I'm not sure how much you can see of that, but that's a photo station, and obviously standing cocktail hours over here. And the ballroom is this one. So the way that it's set up is those doors are for the expo and the breakfast and lunch, and then these doors are for the conference, but they make you actually walk all the way around and then get through the side doors. So we're gonna walk that way and check that out. This is the big stage, and I guess there's no music back here, so that's good. So This room is actually not as big as it looks from the outside because it's blocked off for the AV guys, but the stage is very wide, so it goes really, really wide, and so the seating is kind of skinny but wide. There's supposed to be about 450 people here, so it's still a big crowd. And it looks like camera crews and stuff got their cameras, the PTZ, and this big Sony with a Canon motorized lens on it for stage coverage. There's, I guess, back of house over there. Now it's hard to see. Or front of house, and then I guess production is behind. I'm gonna check that out in the morning. It's not super important at the moment. It is very dark. Those are all LED walls. They're just off. So all the squares, the skinny one, the medium one, really big one, and then the same on the other side. Those are all LED walls with like graphics that kind of match the projector over there and all the graphics outside. So I'm super interested to see that, but I guess I have to wait for the morning. Welcome to Tuesday morning. This is the first day, and we've got a pretty light schedule in the morning between 9 to 2. We're pretty much only shooting predetermined promo videos, like we need a video for the shuttles that take the people to the other location. Oh shoot, there's some air vent here that might be blowing into the mic, and this probably sounds pretty terrible, but I'll try to keep it as close as possible because I don't want to use the music. So this morning we started with a live stream that's actually down in this room. Some technical difficulties, but we made it work. I still want to beat the records on these. I want to play and put the high scores on it. Huh. Would it be too crazy if I just put the high score on all of them for my name, and then like have the client try to beat it? You know.
There you go.
Do you guys rent these and then brand it?
We rent them and they brand it.
They brand it based on what you send them? Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I saw that this was all client branded, and it looks
send them all the graphics and
pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they'll just ship it? And then
they brought it in and installed it.
Oh, so you don't even have to do that.
Yeah, it's
okay.
a local company.
Gonna check out what's inside now because I'm interested to see what they're doing. Okay, so there's nothing working yet. They took down projectors. That's very interesting. They had projectors up here and now it's gone. So I guess there was a last minute change. Oh, they're adding spotlights. Those were not here yesterday either. That looks cool. And then obviously the LED walls back there. Yeah. Freeze for 2 seconds. You got it.
Make it weird, dude. Yeah.
All right, and so let me just.
Let me know when you're
very
ready.
Good. And action.
Hold on, can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear the rattle.
Stand by for rattle.
Perfect timing. Now, as you make your way to the ultimate driving experience, here's what some of your colleagues look forward to this week at the 2024 Alight Kickoff.
Good, let's do this again.
Yep, that was perfect. Remember, it's what your colleagues are looking forward to.
And you could hold the mic a little bit closer. That does eliminate more of the ambient if you're closer.
Here's what some of your colleagues are looking forward to this week at the 2024 Alight Kickoff.
You crushed it.
Thank you.
Next up, Hollywood.
It's hard to top perfection, but we're going to try. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, we're just going to reshoot whatever that second thing was.
Perfect. Starting with, so now I have a question, or now I got to ask you.
Yeah,
do you feel
and then
the
he'll
need,
just slice it together.
The need for speed.
Yeah,
and then when you do the need for speed,
yeah,
you can like look back at the game and like you're going for it. You know what I mean?
And then just floor it.
Floor it, dude. We can even get his pedals. All right.
Yeah, we can get that as B-roll, like it's just.
Yeah, and then maybe get an OTS of him in the game.
So.
All right. Whenever you are ready, Mike.
All right. So I just have one question. Do you feel the need for speed? Welcome, Alight crew. You are on your way to the Porsche Experience Center, the home of speed in the heart of the South. Now, as you make your way to the ultimate driving experience, here's what some of your colleagues are looking forward to this week at the 2024 Alight Kickoff. So tonight, Porsche experience. What's your expectation for that?
Well, my expectation is to hopefully sneak my way behind one of the wheels of those cars and see what I can do. But just really looking forward to the experience, man, seeing everybody having fun. The fellowship is good to be able to do these things, and so I think it's a great opportunity for us to really kick off the sales year and move it in the right direction.
One of the themes we heard this morning is winning is a team sport. There's a plethora of really deep domain experience within the company, and I'm just trying to figure out like where are all those pockets of value that we can bring together and just be stronger as a team.
So tonight, Porsche experience. Are you excited?
Very excited.
You gonna get in the car?
I am. I'm getting in the car. Exactly.
You're gonna ask the driver to step aside and you're gonna take over?
As much as I can. As much as I can.
Are you gonna get into the Porsche tonight? What's your plan?
I would love to. It's first come, first serve. We want to, again, make sure everyone's happy, but if I got that opportunity, I'm going to take it.
I'm excited about getting in a Porsche. I want to get some, some selfies in the Porsche, right? And yeah, I think it's going to be a good time.
Right down the camera, you're gonna tell everyone in your best getting it started voice, start your engines on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Start your engine!
So I just have one question. Do you feel the need for speed?
This day went so fast. We're almost the end of day one, and as you can see, I'm at the Porsche Experience Center in Atlanta. This is where the reception, this VIP experience is happening. After I'm done here and we go back to the hotel, I'm gonna dump the footage and give it to the editor, so he's gonna edit overnight. And he's gonna use these like sound bites and stuff.
We're here at the Porsche Experience Center. It's night one, everybody's checked in, so we're gonna check in with everybody, find out what they're excited about this week.
And the B-roll from when people were driving and getting into cars, and then we interviewed them before they got in, and then we interviewed them after they got out. It was pretty insane.
We are here at the Porsche Experience Center. It's the 2024 Alight Kickoff. Everybody is checked in, they're excited, they're lining up for the bar, and then they're lining up to ride in those Porsches. If you were in the pit crew of a race car, pit crew, what's your job in the pit crew?
I think I'm changing the tires, we gotta keep them fresh, keep them rolling.
I guess I'm changing the tires.
Nice, a lot of people are changing the tires.
That's the only thing I know.
What's the fastest you've ever driven without being caught?
103.
Just got pulled over at 105.
What's the fastest you've ever driven without getting caught?
Are you gonna tell on me?
Are you excited?
I am so ramped up. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So Brian, how was the experience?
It's like, it's the reason I don't do roller coasters anymore either.
It was amazing.
Yep.
Amazing.
Tell the camera.
Amazing.
Amazing.
It was amazing.
I want you to look right at the camera and I want you to say, start your engines.
Start your engine.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone, on day one of actual general sessions. They changed the setup since I wasn't here on the very first day, and they added more projectors. So this projector wasn't there. This was there, but it was facing flat. So they rotated that to be a little bit of an angle, and they actually duplicated that on the other side. The door opens in about 25 to 30 minutes, and they are gonna get filled up here. They're doing breakfast on the other side of this wall. And I shot some gimbal stuff for just the empty venue. I mean, as much as empty, like the executives and stuff are still here and some production team is still here. So it isn't empty as much as I want it to be, but it still looks cool. And I'm gonna probably get to breakfast and then come back here. I wanna put this camera down to do a time lapse to fill up the room. Most likely there. This is the closest door they can come in. So I'm expecting a lot of people to fly through here. So I'm gonna try to raise the camera up there and do a time lapse. As you guys can see, this is a very, very deep room. So I am shooting a time lapse from the side. And I got some gaff tape to mark it. Basically, I want to get a time lapse that's, so this is about 24 mil. This is probably what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a 2470 up here at 24 mil and run a 1 frame per second SNQ and 30 FPS to fill this room from like 8:20 until we get started.
Welcome everybody to the 2024 Alight Sales Kickoff! I love that! I know it's early in the morning, but I think we can do better. Good morning! Awesome. My name is Mike Carr. I am honored to be here as your host and your MC for your sales kickoff here in 2024.
Let me just talk about how difficult the lighting situation is in certain conferences like this. This is one of the main holes that I have a lot of foot traffic. One of the doors is right next to me where people come out. So what happens after the conference or before just a break, there's going to be a lot of people coming out that we want to interview before they get to the lounge area. But as you can see, there's these like 3200 Kelvin lights over here and then gigantic windows on the right. So daylight is mixing with this light, creates this orange to blue transition, which is really hard to film in. So I'm filming at 4000 Kelvin flat. That gives me just enough to like shift left to right if I have to do white balance adjustments. I probably won't do it because it looks good, and this is only for same day replays. We already did one video. Sean did an awesome job, and I got to see my own footage on the big screen in less than 12 hours. So I shot all day yesterday from basically 8 in the morning to 9 p.m. I gave him all the footage. I did 4 dumps during the day, so he was able to just continuously work on it. And this morning at about 8:30, and everybody was filling up the room, they played the video. And it was awesome. And now I set up this interview station that you guys can see in the BTS camera back there for grabbing people walking out. We just stand them right here. I probably have to drop down like an X on the floor and then interview them with a mic. So like, okay, how did you like this session? What was your favorite moment and stuff like that before they go to lunch, and then we lose them again. And then after 2 o'clock is when I have to meet our special guest. So this is my FX3 with the top handle and an AVX wireless mic. It has a mic flag on it that's branded. That's what my host is using to interview the people. I have this 300D on V-mounts on the rolling stand. Very, very minimal and easy setup.
Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Sorry.
So not embarrassing.
My bad.
It's part of the act. Like
Yeah,
it's
right.
on purpose. Scripted.
It's all scripted, folks. It was all
Exactly.
He knew that was
We
coming.
rehearse this. We're like besties.
Yeah,
We're
we
BFFs.
hung out a lot.
Oh my
Keep up my
goodness.
company. Like,
Yeah, he requested you.
yeah, he actually requested me.
Specifically, but I want to brag.
Yeah.
I want to brag.
He knows I have some ideas. He wants to get in on the ground.
That's right.
So.
That's right.
No, we did.
We're just waiting outside. This is Mike. He is the MC who's going to introduce our keynote speaker, who's getting ready in that room, and we're going to go in and talk to him briefly before he appears magically on stage. Fairly minimal crew and security, and we're trying to avoid letting a lot of people come in here for this before he gets backstage and gets mic'd up.
Comes from the hood, he thinks better than steel.
Respect that. I
No,
respect
that's
that.
all right. You can't trust him.
Sure, how you doing? What's up, man?
How you doing? I'm Mike. I'm the MC. I'm going to be introducing you, and looking forward to it. Looking forward to your speech. What is something you're hoping people kind of take away from your speech today?
The fundamentals of sales, the fundamentals of life, simple reminders of what got them here, simple reminders on how poo-poo's going to happen, as they would say, but you know, we got to go through these turbulent times in our life personally and business. But how do you tap into what's your why still, you know?
Very cool. And just for fun, what's one of the strangest things you've ever been pitched?
I don't know, speaking on a mic right before I go to the show.
That's a very good point. Well, thank you so much. We'll see you downstairs. Thanks, man.
Without further ado, here he is, the People Shark, Daymond.
Most of the world is complacent. Most of the world thinks they need leaderships to tell them what to do. It's the people on the front lines who know how to ask the most important question, why, that are the ones that will always dominate and change the world. And that's what we're here to talk about today.
Welcome to Thursday morning, everyone. yesterday got a little out of control.
I'm going to be around here to give you all of my shark points. I'm going to be around here to change things and improve life and learn from you more than doing everything. Those are my shark points. Set your goals. A, do your homework. You know the only thing that costs you more than education is ignorance. A, Amor, love what you do, but love that family more than anything else. Put yourself in the brand. And K, keep swimming. That's it. Thank you all for having me. I appreciate it. Wow, thank you.
I didn't do a lot of BTS footage as much as I would have liked, but today is pretty chill. And then the keynote was really good yesterday, and surprisingly at dinner we had another relatively famous guest, and it turns out that it was Pearlman, who's fairly famous in social media and stuff, and his show after the dinner and award ceremony was actually really good.
Dylan, turn your back so you can't see me, you can't see the screens. Turn your back. He's gonna mic you up. Close your eyes. You picked your favorite card out of the deck. You're holding your hand. Dylan, tell everybody, loud and proud, what was your favorite card tonight? Say it.
2 of diamonds.
Turn around, Dylan. Thank you, Allah.
It was surprisingly good how he also incorporated everything and everyone into this whole thing. And it was over an hour long. It was all really, really well-rounded, and he just carried it through. It was really funny. Everybody liked it. So it was a long day because we started probably 7:30 in the morning, and I finished at 11:30-ish at night, with the dumping of the footage for the editor, Sean, who's probably sleeping now because I'm assuming the video is ready. I haven't seen him. And then we're gonna watch it today when the show starts at 8:10-ish. And we have a short day today, so we end at like 12:30 with the closing speech. Everybody has to fly out and stuff. So that's when my day ends. I'm only here for a half day today, and I can pack up and go home. I just wrapped up this whole event, and before I start packing, I figured I'll shoot a little behind the scenes on like what my gear was and how did I move it, because this was key to be able to pull this off and do 14-hour days and doing dumps on the fly and stuff like that. So it's 3 days of shooting, and this is my innovative cart that I usually load up with 3 cameras, my camera bag, so I have filters and stuff. I have battery sets, 2 tripods usually. Today only 1 because it was a smaller day. And then I have some stuff in the milk crate just for like gaff taping and a couple clamps and whatnot. Cup holder. I usually run 1 handheld cam with the 135, and I usually run a gimbal that has like usually the 16. And then I have my 16-35 that I'm filming right now on the FX3. That's just my go-to like corporate wide-angle lens. And I really wish Sony would release a like 24-105 OSS 2.8 lens, kind of like the Canon one. That would be the ultimate killer corporate lens to just have on you all time. And I'm running currently a wireless AVX mic handheld that we used in the interviews. But I also have a shotgun on the FX3 just in case. And all cameras are running timecode. Every camera is running timecode with Tentacle Sync. I'll try to back focus, yes. Tentacle Sync on all cameras, Tentacle Sync on the FX6 or F6. This is used to get stage audio. So I go to the audio guys and I ask for like a direct output with XLR, just because I want to be able to sync my cameras to it and have the best audio without having to double mic people, which would be impossible in this situation. So everything I handed off to the editor was audio synced to the stage recording, and I just run it the whole day. And wherever he needs to pull some clips and stuff, he can just use the audio originally. This thing slides and rolls really easily in here, so I love to use these in the hotels. It's also super, super professional, so they also prefer it, and you don't run cases and stuff like that. If you show up like this, they don't ever say anything to you.
They just know, like, this is a pro, let's just let him do his work. And I just keep myself to the absolute minimum. Like, you know, I don't leave a big mass of equipment all around, so I'm just running this, pushing it in, keeping it in a corner. I have everything I need. And now that I'm done, I can go and go back to our green room on the 3rd floor and like start packing up all the other gear that I brought, because I do have backups and whatnot, and I have to break down my light stand and my light that we use in the interviews, and then I'm off to the races.